When the conservation work was approaching the end, the image was already located in the chapel, and no one observed it except the sisters, of course for the reasons of safety. The sisters arrived. Ursula Grzegorczyk came as well. She saw the image with the restored face, and as she was standing, looking completely silent, she said that this face looked just like Christ from the Holy Shroud of Turin.
Po raz pierwszy na tą zbieżność zwrócił uwagę ojciec Serafin Michalenko.
For the first time, this similarity was noticed by Father Serafin Michalenko, who showed me the effect of comparing both images, which was done at his request in the 1990s. The results of my anthropological studies of the two faces from both images show a complete convergence with such characteristic facial points as the middle part of the eyebrows, the base of the nose, the cheekbones, jaws, the wings of the nose, the beginning of the upper and lower lip, and chin. It's worth analyzing the same details by observing the images in 3 dimensions. It is a face model created by Professor Miniaro in 2002, based on the measurements of the Shroud of Turin and the veil from Oviedo. The veil of Oviedo is the object that covered the face of Jesus when the body was still hanging on the cross, and this veil remained there on the face until the body was placed on the shroud. Then the veil was removed and the body was covered with the shroud. Traces of blood on the shroud and veil give us full information of how the face of Jesus looked like. I put all 3 images on each other, and it turned out that the 8 points determining the most characteristic features of the face perfectly matched. I also think that it is worth seeing it from a wider perspective, when we do not limit ourselves to such a fragment of the Shroud of Turin. If we put Kazimierowski's painting here, just bringing it to the proportions you can see on the Shroud of Turin. Of course, nowadays such a proportional mapping of the image from the shroud would not be a problem. It would be enough to project the image from the shroud onto the canvas, and the effect would have been obtained mechanically. However, as we know, Kazimierowski did not use such a technique. His painting, therefore, was made, one could say, in an intuitive way. He only followed the instructions of Faustina, who told him how she had seen Jesus. If you wanted to apply the probability calculus, you would have to do at least 1,000 face images to finally get proportions such as the ones on the shroud. This means that we cannot talk about accidental action here.